This is the first episode of our milestones series, and when you think of milestones, or when we think of milestones, we think of all the highlights that happen over the course of our life. So whether it's graduating from high school or college, or getting married, having a baby, those are all wonderful things to celebrate, and we would consider those milestones in our lives. But the milestones that I would like to talk about are the low-lying events that happen in our lives that also shape us into who we are. After high school, I didn't go straight into university, which was a disappointment to my parents, but it was fine because I was able to find a good paying job. I had some great friends, and on the outside, I looked pretty put together. I had friends, I went out all the time, I had a good paying job, I dressed well, at least I think I dressed well. And but there was just this emptiness inside that I couldn't shake. It wasn't until one day at work when a couple of guys came in to replace a huge panel of glass in the office, and I just went into this huge anxiety attack. I couldn't breathe. My heart just started beating so fast that I just couldn't understand. It felt like these guys were just going to drop this piece of glass and that it would just, I don't know, blow up the building or something. I had to leave my desk and walk to a quiet place and just try to breathe. And I knew at that point that there was something not right with me. I went to see the doctor, and she told me that it was an anxiety attack. And after hearing some of the things that were going on in my life at the time, she diagnosed me as having depression. She prescribed some pills, some medication, and sent me home. During that time, I guess I was going through some trying times with friends. I spent a lot of time at home. I slept a lot so as not to have to think about anything, especially when suicidal thoughts would creep into my mind. My typical day meant going to work, going home, going straight to bed, getting up just to have something to eat, and then going straight back to bed. Not answering the phones, not reaching out to anyone. When my friends finally started calling and wondered where I was, I didn't get any sympathy from them. They saw it as I had no reason to be depressed. There was no reason why I would have suicidal thoughts. But one day, a Christian friend dragged me out to have coffee, and he shared about how much God still loved me, despite what I was going through, and challenged me to explore my faith again. So I place my trust in an invisible God who I know loves me and gives me the strength to get through whatever circumstances I may face in life. It doesn't mean that I don't go through difficult times or have bad things that happen, but it's the joy that God gives me during those circumstances. He might not take me out of those circumstances at that time and just make everything better, but I think He gives me the ability to endure those moments so that I can still be filled with joy, so that I can still have hope and a faith in Him. My faith in God is not a cure for depression. No one is immune to depression or anxiety or mental illness, and some people need medication and they will still need medication, but God gives us hope and joy and love, and it's worth exploring. I went to seek counseling, and I was able to get off the medication that was helping my depression. If you are faced with depression or anxiety, I urge you to please reach out and connect with someone. We have some resources that we have listed in the description below in this video, and I hope that you will reach out to someone. My battle with depression and the decisions I've made have changed the course of my life, which leads me to the next chapter, which involves Dude.